Hi guys, it's Mark Zickrey of Mr. Sci-Fi and also Space Command and many other things. First off, we're running a Kickstarter campaign. Make sure you throw some money our way so we can shoot Hour 4 of Space Command. But right now I'm going to talk about Season 3, Episode 1 of Westworld. Now, I really liked the first season of Westworld. It has an amazing cast. I thought the writing was great. Really liked the characters. But then Season 2 faltered, in my estimation, because the characters became more cruel, more conscience-less. There was lots less compassion, and I basically watch TV for characters that I can care about, and if I don't care about them, if they don't care about other people, if they're just self-involved and cruel, I have a hard time taking the ride. So where to start? So first of all, the production value is astonishing. It looks great. The visual effects are great. They have Singapore doubling for LA, but they're also shooting in LA as well. So it looks futuristic, but also familiar. They built a self-driving car that's amazing. They have a flying machine that's amazing. The visual effects are spectacular. Production values are spectacular. The look, the fashion design, everything, costume design. It's just great. And the extrapolations of the future are interesting. They've put a lot of thought into it. But, you know, I'm still not drawn in by the characters. They probably took the criticism that season 2 was far too confusing in terms of, you know, different time frames and different storylines and where are we and what are we doing and who's who and what's what. And so now a lot of the characters are very television cliche villains, and they say, I'm going to kill you and no one's ever going to know you were here, and all these really, really obvious lines where there's very little subtlety. It's just kind of like, well, I've seen that cliche before. I've seen that villain twirling his mustache before. So I hope the season gets better. I think the cast is wonderful. Jesse from Breaking Bad in Westworld now. Terrific, playing Caleb, the traumatized veteran character. Okay, let's see where that goes. And I mean, I have hopes. I want Westworld to be great. So much of it is great, but we have to care about these people. And, so I'm going to keep watching. I'm going to keep rooting for it. And we'll see what happens. I'm walking the dogs. But the crazy terriers, even Rudy. But yes, we'll see what happens. I'm a big fan of stories about robots and androids and replicants, and Space Command definitely has one in Doug Jones and the other synthetics we have in the show. You can start comparing Space Command. We've been airing the first hour. We've sent the first hour completed to our backers and our investors, and we're also airing it as webisodes on Mr. Sci-Fi. So definitely subscribe, definitely check it out. Still selling Space Command shares if you want to get shares. But it's fascinating that when I started working on Space Command a few years ago, there wasn't this enormous richness of science fiction television. It really is phenomenal that you have The Expanse and Lost in Space and Picard and Star Trek Discovery and Westworld and all these parallel history lines like Man in the High Castle and Plot Against America, which we'll talk about soon. I mean, really phenomenal stuff. So anyway, that's about it for now. Plenty to talk about in days to come. I'll be posting probably about once a day. But my advice regarding Westworld is watch it, but let's just hope they, don't fall into as many cliches as they seem to be. Because right now it's kind of like, they were criticized for being too smart, and so now they're kind of veering the other way. So we shall see. But, tomorrow's another day. So we'll talk soon, and make sure you subscribe to Mr. Sci-Fi. Sorry about the jerkiness here. And that's about it, guys. Bye.